Alright, so let me break down this tactic that I came up with. I don't know if anyone else does this or whatever, or you know, I've been trying to see if there's any tutorials that do this, so I'm about to show you guys. Hopefully there is. If you guys do find a video like that, send it over. Hopefully, you know, I missed something and I'll know. So I like to do like a lot of staggers, and then like a lot of the time into grabs, like just not complete my strings and then just go for grabs, like, you know, that, and then go for that instead of like doing shit like that or whatever. So eventually your opponent's gonna start reading that, and like, you know, if you're playing against somebody really good, you're gonna get clipped, and they're gonna punish you for, like, you know, just trying to stagger them into grabs all the time, or just in general, just you doing your strings, and like your opponent blocks everything. That's gonna be your turn to block. There's two things that they can do. One of those things is do a string on you, like while you're blocking, and there's a good possibility that could have, like, it could be a 50-50 or whatever, but there's not that many characters that have really good 50-50s. For the most part, a lot of the 50-50s are actually very reactable. To be brutally honest, like Sub-Zero's overhead starter, like, you could react to it. Jade's mix-ups, like, you could react to it if you could. It's just like, honestly, just comes out to character knowledge. So that's that, but a lot of characters don't have like 50-50s or like mix-ups like that. So blocking low is like your best option, right? So worst case scenario, you throw your strings, your opponent blocks everything, and then it's gonna be their turn, and then you start blocking everything or whatever, right? Or they're just gonna simply grab you after you're doing this, and then my opponent blocks. Let's say my opponent blocks all of that, it's gonna be their turn. No matter what, I'm gonna be negative, even if it's by 3 or something, it's gonna be their turn. So, two things: do their string, whatever, you block that, or they're gonna grab you. A lot of the time they're gonna grab you. It's like, okay, you didn't finish your string, I'm gonna grab you, give me my 14%. Then they're gonna start zoning you fucking out. Cool, right? You're gonna wanna do this. You hold the block button. You just hold it, right? And then you spam the shit out of the way you think they're gonna tech the throw. A lot of people, they just do forward grabs in this game. I don't really see a lot of, like, high level players are like they're switching it constantly, but like for the most part, people in this game, they're just gonna grab you forward or whatever. So literally just blocking, and like, for that, I'm blocking right now and I'm just pressing triangle. That's all I'm doing, right? So we're gonna put Citron to do a move, right? That into that. So when you're blocking, you're just like, you think about this, when you're blocking, you can't zone out. This is the moment where you gotta be focused as hell. We can all do combos and like not really pay attention because we do it in practice mode all the time. But in, like, when you're blocking, this is when you gotta pay attention the most, because there's two things that your opponent could do: do their strings on you or grab you. So right here, we're gonna make her do a stagger into a grab. I'm holding the block button and I'm pressing triangle, right? Right. And it always techs the throw. So instead of like worrying about pressing triangle at the right time, you gotta let the block button go. That's it. Instead of pressing triangle while you're blocking, because it could be tough or whatever, just let the block button go as you're pressing triangle. There's no failure in that. Like, okay, if your opponent doesn't grab you, then, you know, you can block everything, and then, you know, best case scenario, they do something that's super unsafe, and then it's your turn. You get to punish the shit out of them and, you know, do whatever it is that you need to do. Or they'll, you know, do something that's safe, and then, like, you know, you can go back and, you know, start shimmying, or you could hit them or poke them and have a poke or whatever, you know. So it's just like, there's just no loss in that, you know. Like, being able to, like, you know, make your opponent like miss all their grab opportunities is fucking huge. That's like a lot of damage. Like, think about how much damage you can do with grabs, you know. Like 3 grabs, that's like damn near freaking 40%, you know. It's like, Jesus Christ, or more than 40%. It's a lot of damage. 14 is a lot for a grab. And that's one situation to do with it. Another situation, which is the reason why I made this video, because I always get caught by this and it sucks, but it is what it is when people do this. Same thing. There you go. Like, that is just the way to do it. Like, if your opponent, you see your opponent jump at you, same thing. Hold the block button, and then just keep pressing the way you think that they're gonna grab you, which is most of the time a front grab, and then just press it, and then they're always gonna miss, honestly. So that's like the best way to do it. After you do a stagger move, wait for them to do their thing or whatever. Like, sometimes just, you know, if you're getting caught in being predictable when you do this, like into grabs and shit, and you know your opponent counters you and starts poking you out, you could do that. It's just basically to be safe, and then to, like, you know, dodge a fucking, you know, a shotgun shell to the face, you know, like with the grab, a 14%, like, you know, that's like, to not get hit with 14% is just, that's life and death right there, believe it or not, because this shit adds up. For example, like, staggering into grabs is like so fucking good in this game. So I'll do this, and if I get the grab, dude, that's 20 fucking percent right there. Like, that requires no fucking skill. And a lot of the time, like, even if my opponent blocks it, you know, they're waiting for this to come out, or like, you know, something like that, and they're just waiting for it, and then you can grab them, you know. Or you like, if your opponent does that to you, and you're using this tactic, which, you know, you're holding and pressing the way you think they're gonna grab you, that shit's not gonna work. Everything they're gonna do against you, you're gonna get rid of that shit, and it's gonna be your fucking turn. So, man, I hope this helps. I really do. And if, you know, if you like shit like this, sub to my channel. Why not? You know, I'm trying to grow this little shebang bang of a channel, and yeah, I hope this helped. I really do. And then, yeah, I'm gonna be making more videos this week. Probably gonna do a collector video next, believe it or not. The high tier god, low tier bum, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I hope this helped, and hallelujah.